Shalom Kehillah. Not a normal Bialik address today. Joined today by Gary Velleman, Vice Principal and Head of Senior School here at Bialik College. How's it going, Gary?
It's lovely to be here, Jeremy. As you know, nothing like a cold autumn's day, rain pouring, and you and I helping out in the shuk, looking after our Bialik community, making sure that they're well fed, well looked after. But all is good. How's your week been?
Been a pretty good week, yeah. We've had Yom HaZikaron, Yom HaAtzmaut, going from the sadness of is the day remembering those who've fallen for the State of Israel through to Yom HaAtzmaut. Any highlights, Yom HaAtzmaut, Gary?
Well, the highlight for me was our entire Year 11 and 12 cohort involved in a debate between two educators that had been at the school. Elhanan Braun, who was an educator, he was a shaliach maybe 10 years ago and now works at Alexander Muss, so he's got some continuity of care with our students. And also Itai, who stayed with us for a couple of years, and it was great seeing how engaged our students were as they talked about Israel, the response of Israel to COVID, the political situation in Israel.
So one of the highlights this week was the Bialik Vocal Experience. They were performing in the community's Yom HaZikaron assembly, and it was amazing, really, really amazing and moving.
Beautiful.
And there was an academic highlight, I think.
There was. Congratulations to Nitzan Shabik, who won the Premier's Award for Hebrew. Remarkable achievement. Unfortunately, the ceremony won't take place this year because of our circumstances. And also congratulations to Tom and Shaylee, who also were at the top of the food chain in terms of their performance in Hebrew last year. Now, a lot of people want to know what's happening with the campus, Jeremy, so
Very good question. So
Thank you.
the campus is partially open at the moment for a very limited provision. Our Creation Kinder are operating for those who really need it. And in addition to that, we've got our Prep Onwards provision for children of essential workers and any vulnerable children there. So that's operating, and as you can see behind me, we've got, hi Nat, hi Deb.
Hello. Hi.
They put the knife down, thank you. They are preparing for the Friday serve for the shuk. And what is this I see before me, Gary? I'm seeing a brownie.
I'm seeing a brownie, and we will socially distance half of that brownie. Muffin.
I think we should. I'm going to trace it. There we go.
How is that?
Very
Usual
good.
standard?
Usual standard.
Yeah.
Really amazing. But let's talk through about the next few weeks. So, excuse me, don't normally eat on camera. So we are still in the state of emergency here in Victoria, and that emergency is being reviewed at a National Cabinet meeting on the 11th of May. So the 11th of May is a clear date at which we are expecting to receive different guidance about what the procedures and the policies and the protocols are for potentially most likely a gradual reopening of the campus. I think it is most likely to be gradual. It may well be that we prioritize initially the older years, the VCE years, and the younger years initially, and then start to grow from there. Or it may be more ambitious than that. We're just waiting to hear, as I said in the Age yesterday, a clear, consistent, and unambiguous guidance from the federal and state authorities that it is safe and healthy for us to do so. And once we get that, we'll be enacting our plans. Gary and I, we're both on a committee together, which is called the Reopening the School Committee. And we've been looking at lots of things. What have we been looking at?
Yeah, we've been looking at issues of social distancing, making sure extra cleaning taking place, looking at ways to ensure that our staff is a bit more spread out in terms of staff rooming, assessment tasks, how we can do them, making sure that our groups aren't too big. So bus travel, the list is never ending. It's a very complex web in which we're trying to work through, but we're confident that when we're given the green light, in whatever form that happens, that just as we've operated successfully through Digital Bialik, the integration back into the school opening will be equally successful. And in part that's because of the students and also the parents who really have reached out and shown great understanding and compassion for the situation that we're all facing. So thanks to them. Shout out to the parents.
A shout out to them and shout out to our staff. We have really enhanced further our reputation. The number of colleagues, not just from the locale here in Victoria, but also internationally, who are reaching out to us to talk through the good practice from Digital Bialik is really, really exciting. Life does continue, and you may recall that we've entered into a partnership with Dogs for Life and the Department of Veteran Affairs to train therapy dogs for veterans who are sufferers of post-traumatic stress disorders. The puppies that we're hosting were born before the school closure, and they're still growing. So on Monday, we're so excited that 5 Bialik families will be receiving their training puppies for their first year of life, as they're trained to graduate from puppies to dogs ready for formal therapy training. Michelle, my assistant, and I are very excited about sharing a dog. One of the exciting things we're doing is the naming. Now, did you know that in the Torah, the first action of man, the first action of Adam, was to name the animals? So naming something is really important. And we've got to work out what the names are. So we've got lots of ideas from the Bialik community about what the names of the dog should be. Some of those ideas have included Corona, COVID. Not sure that's gonna kind of work it through through the test of time. Although I was very excited because if I would have ever had a girl, which we didn't, we're blessed with boys, the name was going to be Daisy. So it may well be that this is our chance to have a Daisy. Maybe we'll have a Daisy. Do you have a favourite name?
As a dog, for a dog, my favourite name would, I think, Butch.
Butch. Okay,
Just,
Butch.
it's almost onomatopoeic.
Right.
It just says it. Unfortunately, if it was a female, possibly not the best name. But no, it's very exciting, and I know how excited you are, and Michelle are, and those others who have been fortunate enough to get the nod to look after these dogs and help them grow and see them in their first year of life. It'd be beautiful.
It'll be divine. So just a few announcements for next week. ETGAR starts next Friday. So year 8 and 9, just be assured that you're all ready for that, please. The Shuk itself, fully operational for food at home. It's a Wednesday and a Friday collection or Caulfield Malvern delivery to the 2 houses where the collection points are, and make sure that you get your order forms in. Tonight we're having risotto.
So am I.
You're having risotto as well?
I am.
Courtesy of Nat and Deb. Thank you so much for that. And in the meantime, thank you everybody for your support. It's been a time requiring great resilience and flexibility, and as a community we're growing together through this, and we're really excited to see everybody back on campus soon.
Absolutely, absolutely. Have a good Shabbat, all the best, and hopefully we'll see each other soon in person rather than through a video.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Yo, it's Hunky Fandangle from right at ya, and I know back at Billanook you're having a good time down there in COVID land, so stay safe, stay cool, and see you on the flip side. Yo.
Yo.
Please, come on.
God, we need to do that again. It's terrible for you.
Yeah. Shocking. A bit on your nose, but that's for later.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's the best. When I was young, I used to make these tiny little cakes because I ate most of the. My grandmother used to tell me that it would give you a stomachache if you ate raw produce,
It does.
raw stuff. Oh, but